Hey everyone, welcome inside the Mayo Media Network. It's Sunday, which means it's time for your Sunday Best Bets with me, Matt Best, head of digital production here at the Mayo Media Network. Before we dive into the recap and what we're looking at this week, just a few housekeeping notes to take care of. First of all, if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you very much. Go ahead and smash that sub button, like this video, and leave a comment below on what your favorite bet is. Also, let me know who you think is going to win the Stanley Cup. Give me some winners from the first round, too. I want to hear what you guys think. And I've been on this big sparkling water kick recently, and I'm selfishly going to ask for what the best sparkling water is out there. It sounds bougie and awful, but I need to know, as someone who's just completely cut out pop out of their diet, I need some alternatives, and fizzy water, I guess, works for me. I'm on Perrier Peach right now, so just give me something that you like. And if you don't like fizzy water and you drink pop, well, I wish I was too. Anyways, let's dive into the recap of last week. Not so great. It was a quick one last week, 0 for 2. Not what we like to see on Sunday Best Bets. Let's go for a rebound this week. First off, we've got the New York Islanders against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Islanders plus 108 on the money line. The Penguins minus 125. Islanders finish fourth in their division in the East, 32-17-7. The Penguins finish first at 37-16-3. The total for this game, 5.5. The spread, minus 1.5. I honestly love the Penguins at minus 125 here. I like the Penguins to get past this round as well. I think a lot of people also like that. But I think this line is just a little too close. And that deciding factor on why this line is so close, I think, has to be Semyon Varlamov, because that goalie has been phenomenal for the whole season. However, the Islanders to close out the year haven't been one of the better teams. Now let's take a look at the season series between these two teams. Pittsburgh beat them 6-2, averaged 5.6 goals per game in this series as a whole. These are the two teams combined I'm talking about. So if you're looking for an over and under on a 5.5, I mean, 5.6 has been their average. I'm not touching the over-under here. If you are, let me know in the comments below. But Pittsburgh's been great at limiting New York's offense throughout the year. New York has averaged just 2.3 goals per game, while Pittsburgh has averaged 3.25 against them. Now, those stats are fine and dandy, but I'm looking more at a recency kind of thing. Not a full recency bias, because I think a 10-game sample size to end the season is a bit more impressive here. Pittsburgh last 10 games of the regular season, 8-2, 37 goals for, 24 goals against. Penalty kill at 84%, which isn't the best, and a power play at 29%, which I don't mind there. Now you look at New York on the flip side, struggling since Anders Lee was injured for this team. Palmieri is supposed to come in and provide a bit of offense, but this team has been just, they can't find a consistent goal scorer or a guy that can consistently put the puck in the net to help old Matty Barzal out. 3-4-3, like I said, for New York over their last 10, 23 goals forward. So that offense is just completely dried up, whereas Pittsburgh 37 goals for in their last 10. 22 goals against for New York, so their mantra all year long has been just play good defense, even though some of their games are kind of boring. They've consistently played good defense. They just cannot put the puck in the net. 27% on the power play, 91% on the penalty kill. It's just, out of all these teams that have made the playoffs, there's been two really anemic offenses, and that's New York with the Islanders, and that's the Nashville Predators. Preds aren't on this slate. They play on Monday, I believe. But I can't pick against the Penguins here, especially at this price of minus 125. That'll be the only action I get from this game, is just the money line. There's no real value in betting the puck line, because some of their games have been close throughout the 8-game series they played during the regular season, and the total I think is bang on based on their season series, so I'm not touching it that way. Going over to another game, I'm going to give you a bit of an underdog here. The Florida Panthers against the Tampa Bay Lightning. This game goes at 7:30. Got the money line minus 125 for the Lightning. The Panthers underdogs plus 109. Home underdogs. Panthers finished second in the Central. Lightning finished third. Total's 5.5. The spread is plus 1.5 for the Panthers. They finished 37-14-5. Lightning 36-17-3. We're going to do the same thing. Look at the season series between these two teams. Panthers and the Lightning, 5-2-1 for Florida. They averaged 6.9 goals per game, and the total is 5.5, and that went over the mark 6 times during the regular season. I'm in on the over on this, and I'm in on the Florida money line. And I know a lot of people are looking at me and going, yeah, but you're counting out Stamkos and you're counting out Kucherov. It's not that I'm counting them out for this whole series. It's that I'm kind of counting him out for game one, because Nikita Kucherov has not played all season long, and you're just going to insert him into the top 6 and go, all right, got to play top 6 minutes, and Steven Stamkos isn't full strength. You can't tell me that this guy is. He needs a full off season to become full strength, and even then with his injury history, who knows, but he hasn't played since April 8th, and Hedman as well. Something's going on with his foot down there. He's also not full strength. It's not that I don't like the Lightning to win the series. I think this is going to be one of the most electric and entertaining series out of them all. It's just, if you're going to give me the Panthers, who I think have been the better team in their matchup, it's been so fun to watch these two teams play as well, at plus 109, I'm going to take it. Plus, I think there's this bad juju about Sergei Bobrovsky, and he wasn't the greatest this year. I know that. But if we're going to look at another 10-game sample size to end the series out, Bobrovsky started to find it a bit. Not a lot, but a bit. Enough that he's been named the Game 1 starter. Over his last 10 games, 10 starts specifically, he's given up 2.7 goals per game across that stretch. And I mean, if you want to compare him to the starting goalie of the Tampa Bay Lightning, Andrei Vasilevsky, he averaged 2.9 goals per game over the last 10 games as well, last 10 starts. I'm not saying Vasilevsky is worse than Bobrovsky. I'm just saying that I don't mind going with Bobrovsky here, which earlier in the season, if I did that, would kind of sound batshit insane. And I'll mix in a quick baseball pick for you. Won't leave you hanging with that. Sunday, 7:05 p.m. Eastern time, the Phillies taking on the Blue Jays. Blue Jays 21-17, just beat the Phillies. Phillies 21-19. You've got the Phillies money line at plus 140. You've got the Jays money line at minus 160. They're against the spread 21-17, the same as their record. The Phillies, their ATS 22-18. Total 10.5, spread minus 1.5 for the Jays. And listen, the Jays have been hot as of late, winning 4 of their last 5 games after kind of looking not the greatest against Houston. And Robbie Ray on the mound for the Blue Jays has looked like Robbie Ray of the Arizona Diamondbacks when he was dominating with the D-backs. Not the Robbie Ray with the Arizona Diamondbacks where it was just, take him from us, we don't really want him anymore. And not the Robbie Ray of last year of, is he good? Can he be good? And this year, I think he's finally answered the question that he looks good, and he's been performing good this whole season. I mean, he hasn't given up more than 3 runs in an outing this season. He's gone 5 innings or deeper in each of his starts. 3.38 ERA with a 10.13 K per 9. I like him in DFS as well. Meanwhile, on the other side, Jays fans know this guy a little too much. Chase Anderson. 5.23 ERA, 5.27 FIP. I love picking on Chase Anderson. I just don't think he's a great pitcher. I think this Jays offense is starting to wake up as well, especially Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Just belted his 10th home run of the season in his 38th game played. Last season, across 60 games played for Vladdy, only 9 dingers. So the fact that he's hit 10 in his 38th and he's spraying opposite field now, he's becoming a more complete hitter. I really like the Jays here in this spot. Minus 160, it's moved up to. So it's a big favorite, but it's just a fun little piece to add to your parlays. But my 3 main plays here are the Penguins minus 125. We've got the Lightning and Panthers. We're taking the Panthers money line at plus 109. We're taking the over in that game, over 5.5 at minus 106. And we'll take the Jays here on the money line minus 150. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. Like this video, subscribe to us. Give me that sparkling water flavor as well in the comments. I need it. I need alternatives or healthy eating tips, any of this kind of stuff. If you're listening to us on our audio podcast, go ahead, rate us 5 stars. Leave us a review. Leave your Twitter handle or email in that review as well, because you never know when at the PME, Pat Mayo is going to give away some money. It's Sunday. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your bets. Have a great afternoon or evening, and we'll catch you next week.